Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. It's Kamar AA, and this is another Chelsea transfer news video for you guys, where I speak about four main topics. The first one does regard Gomes and him turning and declining his recent Manchester United contract renewal offer confirmed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in his recent press conference, and could Chelsea be potentially in the hunt and swoop him under the noses of Manchester United. Also speak about Hakim Ziyech and arriving to London today as we speak. He will be in London today, and he is officially, as we know, obviously a Chelsea player. Given the latest reports and what's going around Hakim Ziyech. We'll be also speaking about Tagliafico and the current agreement he has alongside Andre Onana with Ajax, and how he has already an agreement in place to leave Ajax this season. Could he be heading to West London? We'll be speaking about him, and also finishing off with Timo Werner's comments and quotes regarding Chelsea and how we should all be excited for the future. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions on each topic that I do speak about. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off with Hakim Ziyech. Now, only 2 days ago, he conducted his final training session with Ajax first team. Hakim Ziyech has said his goodbyes to Ajax after his final training session with the club. The squad, Overmars, Van der Sar, who are the directors of Ajax, and the coaching staff which attended, and his next stop is obviously London. Now, yesterday, breaking news, alongside his agent, he was in the back of a limousine, as you see pictures right now. Hakim Ziyech next to his agent Mustafa Naklin. They are heading to London, so this was pictured yesterday. So he should be in London as we speak right now. So he will be able to, meet with the Chelsea hierarchy, the board members, and he can now train with the first team, not today, but from 1st of July onwards, and hopefully he can also attend some of our matches as well. So when you're watching Chelsea games, you may see Hakim Ziyech in the stands watching from above. So really exciting times ahead. Now, some of you may have queries or questions regarding the isolation, the regulations with the COVID-19 situation, and that is a good question. Obviously, I did do some research on that. Now, regarding Germany and some European countries, the European countries with a low risk, meaning that if you are arriving into the UK, you don't have to isolate for 14 days. Now, most countries, they're at high risk with COVID-19. As soon as you enter the UK, you have to quarantine, isolate for 14 days. That is the law. However, because he's come from Holland, is not it's a low risk country, it's not a high risk country when it comes to coronavirus. He can come into the UK and he does not have to isolate for 2 weeks. So he can meet the board members, he can meet the players, he can start training at Cobham from the 1st of July because he's coming from a low risk country. So again, more good news. That is really, really good news indeed. So that kind of clears everything up. He's conducted his last training session. He was pictured yesterday with his agent, and more good news. It's looking good. I'm really excited to see our wizard, our magician in the Chelsea show. Hopefully, obviously the kit launch is due for tomorrow, and we may see him in the kit tomorrow, but the kit launch is tomorrow. Seeing our magician, our Moroccan De Bruyne, as I say. But he's going to be an amazing player for us, a player hitting in his prime, a wizard, absolute wizard. He tore us apart. He's torn a lot of European teams in around the world in the Champions League at the highest level. He's been Ajax Player of the Year and Eredivisie Player of the Year for the last 3 years. He is a special player, and he will be an amazing addition to this squad. And I'm looking forward to it. But are you guys excited to see Hakim Ziyech in the stands? Are you excited to see him train at Cobham? We'll see some training videos. You will see some pictures potentially from the Chelsea website on the social media accounts where he's training with the players. But I'm excited to see what Hakim Ziyech will do, honestly. Big stuff regarding him. But moving on to the next story, that is regarding Tagliafico. So sticking with Ajax, I want to talk about the Tagliafico and Andre Onana situation. Now, I was reported this morning, Erik ten Hag, who is obviously the Ajax boss, he did conduct an interview, and these are his quotes. He said, "A number of our players also want to make the move abroad. Agreements to leave have been made with Andre Onana, Donny van der Beek, and Nicolas Tagliafico." Now, when it comes to Van der Beek and Onana, they are not of really linked or relevance to Chelsea in a sense. The reason why I bring this up is obviously because of Tagliafico. Now, we know Tagliafico is on our shortlist when it comes to left backs. We are monitoring him. We've already acquired for his availability, and we were quoted by the reliable Matt Law from the Telegraph, said that he is available for £22.4 million. So obviously we know he's not the first choice. The first choice we all know by now is Ben Chilwell from Leicester. But because of that big gap in valuation, if Leicester don't budge, and if we don't, enter advanced negotiations, despite Chilwell being Lampard's first choice, we will be going for our backup, which is Nicolas Tagliafico. And that's why this has a lot of significance and relevance, because like Ten Hag has said, agreements have been made for likes of Tagliafico to leave. So, you know, that does put some question marks. So if an agreement has been made, does that mean that maybe Chelsea have already given up on Chilwell and we've already secretly behind closed doors made an agreement with Ajax? Because remember, that's how the Ziyech deal happened. It really came out of the blue. No one knew the Ziyech deal was going to happen. You know, it was reported literally last minute, the night before, and then by the next day, Ziyech was already a Chelsea player. So could we be seeing something similar with there? I'm not sure. Possible, could happen, but like I said, we know that Chilwell is first choice. We know that he's got a high valuation, and Tagliafico has got a reasonable price. He's got Champions experience. He's 27, entering his prime, has that link up and relationship with Hakim Ziyech. Well-rounded defensively, much more better defensively compared to, you know, Ben Chilwell. You've seen the statistics. I've made a comparison videos. And it looks like Tagliafico is definitely on the move this summer. But where could it be heading? Hopefully, Chelsea is the destination. But leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Who is your preferred left back at Chelsea? Is it Chilwell? Is it Tagliafico? Or is it Alex Telles? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. But the next story I want to talk about is Andre Gomes. Sorry, not Andre Gomes, Angel Gomes, the Manchester United superstar youngster coming from their academy. From obviously Old Trafford, a 19-year-old sensation. And it was reported by the Independent yesterday that Chelsea are set to offer a lucrative contract to Angel Gomes after the youngster rejects the latest Manchester United extension. The academy product will leave United after rejecting an offer understood to be in the region of £25,000 per week. Now, obviously, this isn't new news. It's rejected a new Man United contract. United have been in negotiations with him for months and months now. You know, there's whispers coming out back in January, February that Chelsea were in the hunt for him, and there was concrete. You know, we're interested. There is concrete talks. Now, one of the main reasons why Angel Gomes has rejected Manchester United contracts because lack of game time. You know, he's got likes of Pereira, Lingard, Mata ahead of him, and he wants, you know, assurances of a game time. And I think that the United hierarchy haven't guaranteed that. Therefore, he wants to leave, and he's rejected multiple contract offers. And it was confirmed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in his press conference yesterday that Angel Gomes will not be extending and he will not be renewing with Manchester United, and he's set to leave in this upcoming summer transfer window. But the main question is, where will he go? Now, we know Chelsea have held long-term interest, but the main question mark I have is this doesn't make too much sense when it comes to Chelsea. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is I'm not saying Angel Gomes is a bad player. I think that he's got a lot of potential. I like him as a player. I like him stylistically. That's not the issue here. The issue here is, how does he fit into this team? Now, if he's leaving United because of a lack of game time, well, come to Chelsea. That's not solving that problem. Our midfield is one of the best departments we have in the Prem. It's one of the departments that we don't need improving on. We've got Jorginho, we've got Kovacic, N'Golo Kante, Mason Mount, Ross Barkley, Loftus-Cheek. We're looking at Kai Havertz. We've got Billy Gilmore. So where does Angel Gomes fit? I know he's versatile. I know he could potentially go in the wings, but he's predominantly a number 10. Now, we've got Mason Mount, we've got Ross Barkley, we've got Ruben, we've got Kai Havertz. If Angel Gomes is signed for Chelsea, I would assume he'd be sent straight out on loan. Now, isn't that the main reason why Angel Gomes is leaving in the first place? Because of a lack of game time. So I don't see where this makes, number one, financial sense, but number two, how does this make sense for the actual player-wise for Angel Gomes to come to Chelsea? Wouldn't he rather go to somewhere, a mid-table club in the Prem, develop his game, get that consistent game time, and then make his move to a top 6 club or to a better top club in Europe elsewhere? But like I said, he will be leaving Manchester United. But would you take Angel Gomes? That is the main question too that I want to propose. Would you take Angel Gomes, and where do you think he'll fit? Like I said, we have a lot of midfielders that are stacked in that department. Where would Angel Gomes fit? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. But the last story I want to talk about is Timo Werner's comments. Now, Timo Werner, obviously, we know that he's a Chelsea player. It's been announced. Now, he had an interview, and he was basically talking about Lampard and how Chelsea was the best destination for him. He said, in quotes, discussions with those responsible at Chelsea were so good that I ended up choosing Chelsea. The coach in particular, Lampard, was standing behind me and really wanted me to know that I was going to Chelsea so I can feel as comfortable as here. He was saying that, you know, as he was, you know, let me summarise up a bit, as he was saying that, you know, we want to compete at the top. And that quotation there, we, essentially showing that he's already part of that CFC family, that he's really excited that he's going to be settling here. And honestly, basically emphasising how Lampard really convinced him and, you know, proved to him that Chelsea's project is the one to go forward. He was speaking about how Inter Milan, Liverpool, you know, Barcelona, etc., that he turned down these clubs for Chelsea because of obviously what we offered. You know, the project that we're selling now. Some people are going to say money, you know, he's on a lot of money, but he was saying that money was a very marginal situation. It wasn't the main driving goal, of course. He said that if I wanted to earn a luxury, lucrative contract, I could have gone to China. So, you know, put it perfectly there. You know, he's really excited to join Chelsea. I genuinely believe that his heart is set on Chelsea. I honestly do. And I think that he's again will be another player like Ziyech, being an exciting player for us. So I'm really looking forward to that. But like I said, we'll see how that develops. But leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited to see Werner and Ziyech coming? The kit launch is due for tomorrow. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. But if you did enjoy this transfer video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are not here. Make sure you hit the bell notification, and I will see you guys for my next video. Peace.